Hey everyone, this is weather forecaster Liam, and today I'm going to be talking about a possible snowy nor'easter for this week. We'll break down the timing and amounts in just a bit. And that same system will bring heavy rain to the south, where there will be a flash flood threat to talk about. And also the temperatures are going to be feeling well below average for much of the US. We'll see just how cold it could get, and much more, coming up on TRA Weather. Okay, I wanted to start off with a quick tropical update, and it's definitely going to be quick. From the National Hurricane Center, no tropical development is expected within the next 5 days. And I looked even a little further than that, and I didn't see anything within the next 1 to 2 weeks out. So hopefully, hurricane season is coming to an end, and we don't have to worry about any tropical activity until next hurricane season. So here's a 6 to 10 day temperature probability outlook from the Climate Prediction Center. And besides the West, the rest of the United States has a very good chance at seeing below average temperatures over the next week, and I think even a little longer than that. But how exactly cold is it going to get? Well, here is Thursday's low temperatures, where it's definitely starting to feel like winter, with widespread 30s, 20s, even teens, where the coldest temps are in the north central US. I can even pinpoint a few spots in the low teens and maybe even single digits when you get into northern Wisconsin, northern Iowa, and Minnesota. And now to Friday's low temperatures, where it may not be as cold as Thursday's, but the south and southeast are going to be getting in on some of those below freezing temperatures. Areas like South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, you guys could be waking up to some frost on the front lawn Saturday morning. And Saturday lows may bump up by a few degrees, but looks like we will be having yet another shot of cold air where the north central US could be waking up to single digits into early next week. All right, here's your future radar forecast from the NAM 12 cam model, and the time will be in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. And right now we're looking at the entire United States, where we're dealing with some rain in the Northeast, but not nearly as much rain as we were dealing with in the Northeast earlier on this afternoon. That rain is finally starting to work its way on out. And also dealing with some snow in the states of Montana, North and South Dakota. Maybe some rain mixing with that snow, but that should mainly stay as snow for that region. Go forward to 2 a.m. Eastern Time Wednesday, very early in the morning. Still dealing with snow in those exact same regions. Maybe now starting to get into southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. But by 9 a.m. Wednesday morning, starting to see a much wider area of snow now extended into northern Illinois and central and southern Wisconsin, where some areas could see 3, 4, 5 inches of snow. The highest totals, I do believe, will be in southern Wisconsin, northeastern Iowa, and southeastern Minnesota. 6, 7 inches can't be ruled out in some very isolated areas. Go forward to Wednesday afternoon, almost into the evening hours, 4 p.m. Still dealing with some snow in Wisconsin, now starting to work its way on into Michigan and upstate Michigan. Also some snow in South Dakota and Wyoming and northern Nebraska. But we're starting to watch the south central now, where some rain starts to develop. And by midnight Wednesday going into Thursday, starting to see a lot of rain in that region in northern Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas, where a flash flood threat is definitely possible in that region, where I will show you the precipitation amounts in just a bit. Go forward to 5 a.m. Eastern Time Thursday morning. Still seeing rain in the south central United States, now starting to work its way on into the Ohio Valley, where that will eventually develop into that possible nor'easter for this week. And we'll go forward one more time to Thursday, 8 a.m., where we're still dealing with rain in the south central portion of the United States. Again, northern Texas, central Oklahoma, northwestern Arkansas, you're going to be at the highest risk for some flash flooding. Expect totals of 3, 4, 5 inches plus in those regions. And also maybe some wintry mix for very northern Texas, western Oklahoma, and some snow for northeastern New Mexico. But here's the 3-day rainfall totals. and we're looking at Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and southern Missouri, where some areas are at 4 and 5 inches. Some isolated amounts could be up to 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10 inches when we start getting those rain bands, and especially when you're getting rain for almost 24 hours. And here's your TRA weather prediction for that flood threat. Low risk is in green, medium risk is in yellow, and high risk is in red. Those highest risk areas include northern Texas, southeastern and southern Oklahoma, northwestern and western Arkansas, and the very southwestern tip of Missouri. But let's go back to the future radar. Now we're using the GFS model, and this is for 8 a.m. Eastern Time Thursday morning, where we're still dealing with some rain in the south central, southeast now, and Ohio Valley. But we're going to be looking at the northeast at the possible nor'easter / winter storm. Go forward to Thursday afternoon, places like Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, New York State, Pennsylvania, and Ohio could be seeing some pretty decent snowfall. But you see where that rain snow line is. Expect that to shift either a little further to the north or a little further to the south. The trend has been shifting a little bit further to the north. But again, that could go either way, a little further to the south or a little further to the north. 1 degree is all you need in some cases, and that can mean the difference between 30, 40 miles of that rain snow line. Go forward to Thursday night, still dealing with some snow in the northeast, but hopefully by Friday morning at 8 a.m., all rain and snow has cleared its way on out. Could still be dealing with a few flakes in the northeast, maybe some sprinkles in the southeast, but other than that, should have worked its way on out by Friday morning. But how much snow could we be expecting from this possible nor'easter / winter storm? Well, the NAM model is saying for Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, possibly even upstate New York, of 6, 7, maybe even 8 inches of snow, which is quite a significant amount, and it mainly keeps it quite a ways away from the coast. But on the other hand, the GFS model, which was the model we were just seeing, keeps it much closer to the coast and is drastically lower on those snowfall totals, and with some areas at most only seeing 4.5 inches. But most areas will be only seeing 1, 2, 3 inches of snow in the entire northeast region. And the last model we're going to view is the European model, which is actually in very good agreement with the NAM model, showing between 6, 7, 8 inches in Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, and upstate New York, and keeps it pretty far away from the coast, but a little closer than the NAM model. And I honestly think the European model is the best guess at this point on snowfall total estimates. Okay, here's about the winter storm. Snowfall will be medium. Snowfall rate will be medium. Cold temperatures will be low. And what I mean by cold temperatures is exactly how cold the temperatures will be during the storm. And temperatures will be struggling just to get to freezing. So aren't going to be very cold. Wind will be high. There were some very, very close together isobars, which indicate very strong winds. Some areas in the northeast could be seeing 35, maybe even 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And ice will be low, and what I mean by ice is sleet or freezing rain. It's mainly either going to be rain or just snow. Power outages will also be low. The storm info for this is for Thursday through Friday. The main threat is wind, and the lowest threat is power outages. If I get any additional information on this possible nor'easter / winter storm event, I will keep you all updated and informed on my Twitter page at TRA Weather. Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you haven't already, like and share this and subscribe to my channel TRA Weather. Thank you. See you next time.